We are just off the shores of Lake Erie in downtown Cleveland, Ohio, as we get set for football here at the always rockin' Cleveland Browns Stadium. Today on to week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Cleveland Browns. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in week 15. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now Herbert to start the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Tannehill. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Anthony Walker giving that O-line fits. He gets in there to drop it. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How are they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. That's complete to Mooney. So nothing doing there. And that's going to make it 4th down. So likely a 3-and-out on their opening drive. That's not a good omen for a team that's lost 3 straight games.
Too many threes that you're mentioning right there. That's a number they've got to get off of. And the big risk you're running right now is discouragement amongst the ranks. How do you keep them up? How do you keep them motivated? They've got to dial up something to give themselves some confidence.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They will start this drive with Ford, and he'll get a few yards here to the 34. You look at this Bears defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Off the play fake, Thompson Robinson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and, you know, the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Thompson Robinson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. Dante Pettis deep for Chicago. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded at the 20. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Down the left sideline. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. They'll go again with Herbert. And now a hole out there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Evans. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Bears are set up now 1st and goal. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Tannehill. So he stopped for no gain, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Herbert. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. So they were stuffed on first down, stuffed again on second.
And normally you throw the ball on second down on play action, so here on 3rd down, I'm going to my team and saying, let's line up and let's go out and get it. I get my best running play called, and I go after him one more time.
Scott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. The DTR going to throw it here. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 27 yards there, a first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Up the middle they go. Felton. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is DTR. Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. That is incomplete. The Browns had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Here's 2nd and 10. Motion man is Schwartz. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Browns nothing.
On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready up.
Motion man is Schwartz.
Ready.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Come on. Check. Check smash. Smash. Alert.
This is Ford. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Again, they turn to Ford. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. Job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Ready.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Pat the 60.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Ford is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Able to punch it in on third down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The ball comes out, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you've probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. On 1st down, Tannehill. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
The Browns drive about to get started. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath. Now, that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now, if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Let's go now.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. On the ground, it's Ford. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Thompson Robinson now. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll wind up gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Go, Reed, go! Ready.
They run with Ford. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here we go.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Got it. Ready?
3rd down and 1. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Get it.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
Go.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he takes this one in for Brown score. Jerome Ford, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 7. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
This is a half for not just the coverage. The entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They head to the line and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Now here's Trenton Gill on to punt. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 23 yards on the play.
Any questions of how they approach this drive? They're answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Thompson Robinson here from the gun. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Thompson Robinson now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Motion man is Schwartz. And once more, it's Thompson Robinson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now Tannehill saying, let's get to the line. 2nd down and inches. That complete. It's Tyler Scott with it. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Herbert powering up the middle. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a 2nd and 6. Tannehill. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On 3rd down, Herbert. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. On the return from his end zone is Grant. Escapes the defender. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started.
Reload. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 61 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Ready.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Come on.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Thompson Robinson. He's got the joker over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. A gain there of 21 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Motion man is Schwartz. And they'll run it here. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Let's go now.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing. Thompson Robinson. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Elijah Moore, 39 yards. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire 4th remaining, so stranger things have happened.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Play. Hit.
A give up the middle to Evans. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Deep.
Now Tannehill. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And his throw here is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's
dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Again, Tannehill. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
A handoff for Herbert.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now 2nd and 5.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
On is Santos for the Bears field goal.
Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Hurt. Hurt.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ford. Able to slither by. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he is been terrific here this afternoon. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Hold the stick.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Thompson Robinson now to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Ready, set.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Thompson Robinson off of play action. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 43. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a handoff up the middle. Ford. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Hey, hey, check that, check that. Big Lion.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ford. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here we go, here we go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Motion man is Schwartz. And they'll go on the ground. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Liking 18.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
60 Vices, 60 Vices. Panther Street, Panther Street.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Come on.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Thompson Robinson will sneak it. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Brandon, 3rd and goal from the 1, and they go quarterback sneak, and they expected a surge up front. The surge came from the defense.
Yeah, it looked like there was no surprise defensively. They were ready.
They had totally stacked it up, unable to get it on 3rd down.
Cade York on now for the field goal. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Tannehill. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Tannehill. Knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Tannehill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. 4. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now receiver in motion left. They'll try and run for it with 4. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to spend a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Thompson Robinson will sneak it.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it, and I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Tight right.
Tannehill on 1st down.
That pass complete to Moore.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. For this defense, Sadie, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Here we go. Set.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Browns, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.